Hey guys, it's me Taps. So currently the heating of my room is broken and it's like 5 degrees Celsius outside. So naturally, I spent the last week like this. And because watching a bunch of movies and TV shows has literally been the only thing I did for the last week, I decided to just give you my favorites to snuggle up in bed and have a movie night or watch a TV show. So let's get into it. Also, I'm drinking a big mug of tea because I'm literally freezing. So I have 4 movie favorites and 4 TV show favorites. So let's start with the movies because that's what I just have on hand and on DVD right here. And the first one would be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And this is like one of my favorite like happy movies. And it's about Charlie, and he wins a golden ticket to visit a chocolate factory. And yeah, he meets the chocolate maker, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it's basically about sweets and about family, and I really love this movie because it's just so sweet and it's so well done. And also Johnny Depp is in there, and Johnny Depp is amazing, so go watch that if you want to have a nice time and sweets and songs. It's just great. And the next one is The Breakfast Club, and I think you probably know this one because this is just a cult teenager movie, and it's about 5 students who have got detention together, and they couldn't be more different than they are, but they end up getting to know each other and just having a great time together. And this movie is so cute because it basically has the topic of don't judge a book by its cover, and I really love this film. And it gets a little bit emotional at the end, so this is like a cry movie a little bit for me, and I really love this one. And the next one is actually by the same producer who also did this movie, which is John Hughes. And this is like my favorite movie ever, I guess you could say this is my favorite movie ever, and it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm not quite sure if I've showed this to you before. I guess it was in a favorites video once, I'm not quite sure, but this movie is so good. It's seriously so good. It's about Ferris, and Ferris just decides to skip school and get a Ferrari and his 2 best friends and just have a day off in Chicago. And that's all I'm gonna say about this movie. This movie is great and funny and lovely, and this is basically how I would like to spend a day off. So if you can get your hands on this, please get this one because this is an amazing movie and I love it. And the last movie I have is probably one of my favorite Disney movies because it's about food, and it's Ratatouille. It's also the only Disney movie that I own on DVD, I guess, which is quite sad, but I love Ratatouille. And it's about Remy, and he's a rat in Paris, or outer Paris I guess, and he wants to be a famous chef, unlike the other rats. And so when the famous Paris chef dies, he decides to be a chef himself. And yeah, it's just a typical Disney movie, but I really love Disney movies. I really particularly love this one because it's just about food and French lifestyle, and I love this. So now let's get on to the TV shows. And the first one that I can really recommend is Downton Abbey. I have got the 2nd and 3rd season on my own, and a friend actually borrowed me the 4th season like a week ago or something. And I am in love with this show, and it's basically about a royal British family and like their servants and stuff on the other hand, and it's a drama series, and it's so well written, and like the dialogues are so good, and they're like the bad characters, but then on the other hand the bad characters are kind of good and the good characters are kind of bad, and you don't know what's going on, and this is just really great and I love it. And I've been obsessed with this show for like the longest time. Like I've been watching this for about 3 years or something, and I keep turning back to it, so this is how good this TV show is. So another thing that happened this month was I got Netflix, which probably wasn't the best idea, because all I've been doing the last 2 weeks was watching Netflix. And yeah, I think it might seriously affect my life by now. Yeah. So Netflix wise, my definite favourites have been Doctor Who. I really like the first Doctor. Like I'm in the first series, so I can't really judge the other Doctors, but I really like the first one. I think he's just brilliant. And if you don't know Doctor Who, it's about a Time Lord and his assistant, and they travel around in time and space, and it's basically about aliens. But it's really good and funny, and it's just like British humour, and I really enjoy the British humour, so it's a good show for me. And my other Netflix favourite has definitely been Sherlock. Yeah, I may be a little bit late to the party, but this TV show is just so good. Like I literally can't describe it. So if you don't know it, it's about Sherlock Holmes, but in the 21st century. And also I've been fangirling a lot about Benedict Cumberbatch recently, because I saw him in Imitation Game and then in Sherlock, and I'm probably gonna see him in the screening of Hamlet tomorrow. And like seriously, how good does Benedict Cumberbatch look? Can we just talk about how seriously good he looks in Sherlock, and how amazing his voice is? Like seriously, his voice is like liquid gold, like seriously. And yeah, I've been addicted to Sherlock, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it now, because it's just the best TV show that I have seen in a very long time. And also Martin Freeman is really cute in there. Like he as John Watson is like just the cutest thing ever, and I'll stop now because I am starting to fangirl again, so let's just move on. And the last recommendation that I wanted to give is a documentary which is produced by Netflix, I guess, so it's only available on Netflix. But it's Chef's Table, and it's about the five best chefs in the world. And I have been only watching the first episode because all episodes are about 90 minutes long or so, but it is so well produced and it's so lovely made, and it tells the story of the chef and how he's evolved, and like it explains like stories behind the foods that he offers and stuff. And I've been watching the Italian episode, and it was really cute and well made, and it was so lovely and heartwarming kind of, and I really enjoyed it. So if you have Netflix, go give that a watch because it's really well done. So that have been my movie and TV show favorites. I hope you liked them and got a little bit of inspiration out of them. And I'm gonna go back to bed now, watch some more movies, and I hope to see you next Thursday. Bye!